April 23rd, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. So the U.S. market was pretty much the same as it has been the past several weeks. Buyers are generally playing hardball on price, and the only way to move hides is to lower that price, so levels are trending downward. Looking at heavy Texas steers, prices were lower. Sales of Texas remain thin, and selections averaging 264 pounds dropped $1 to sell for $24. Looking at the cow sector, regular branded cows have reached the point of being unprofitable again, so many hides are going to the gelatin industry, or suppliers have to pay to have them picked up. Combined export sales for the week ending April 15th, exceeded slaughter for the first time in quite some time, coming in at 724,100. Of course, if you look at the total, raw hides were actually lower than last week, but it was the sale of 319,400 wet blue that rescued the total number. Combined shipments, on the other hand, were up just 3% at 536,900. Estimated slaughter for the week ending April 22nd was 622,000. That's just 1.5% higher than last week. But editor Andrea Guolo reports that the prices that can be obtained in Asia are much lower than those concluded in Europe. Therefore, the market is blocked and the summer does not really bode well. In the UK and Ireland, slaughter levels are the same as last year, and they're actually growing for some categories, including heifers and cows. Prices are unchanged, and there's just no demand from Chinese buyers. Prices for the 36 plus kilo British ox are the same at 83 to 85 cents sterling per kilo, and in Ireland, the price is also unchanged at 95 cents in euros. For European bulls, the outlook is generally bearish despite the low slaughter in Europe. Northern German bull prices are a little weaker at €1.05 to €1.10 per kilo for the 40 kilo and higher selections, but the price of southern hides is still steady. With regard to European cows, there's plenty of supply on the market at unchanged prices, but last week there were just a few conclusions. In the veal market, prices are basically stable, and the conclusions are favored by the low level of slaughter. In his analysis this week, Andrea looks at slaughter levels and the lack of Chinese buyers in the current market and what that means. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that raw material prices were yet again unchanged this week. Fresh hide prices averaged $1.39 again, and TR1 remains unchanged at 70 cents per square foot. Other Latin origins were stable as well, yet again this week. In other news from Brazil, Asintacal has created a sustainability working group, and Inspira Mais has opened registration for its Innovation Hub in the next edition. From elsewhere in Latin America, in Argentina, the Nonogasta tannery has restarted, and it aims to eventually hire 400 people. In Colombia, the leather brand Josh has added a new store. In Mexico, inflation has increased for men's footwear the most, and Uruguayan leather and leather export products have lost share among the exports. That is all we have for this week. Until next week, good night from HideNet.